Hi everybody, I'm back with some more chapters from our story. Erie Elementary, Sam Battles the Machine by Jack Chabert. And today we are on chapter 7. So I'm going to read a few chapters and let's see what happens. The House of Orson Erie. If you'll remember, they came across this haunted house and they're going to see, it looks really spooky. So let's see what happens. I can't believe we're doing this, Antonio whispered. We're going into the house of zombie Orson Erie. Antonio, now we know Jasper is not a zombie, Lucy said. He's just Orson Erie's great-great-grandson. His zombie grandson, Antonio muttered, and here is a picture of the haunted house and the kids about to go inside. They look a little spooked. The friends climbed over the fence, glancing up at the house. Sam saw that the windows were all dark. This way, Sam whispered. The back door of the house was red, but the paint was chipping. Sam gently took hold of the door handle. He began to turn the knob, but it came off in his hand. It was like the door had rotted away to nothing. Sam swallowed and pushed the door open. There's a picture. Antonio pinched his nose. This house smells like a damp basement. Sam glanced back at his friends. He could tell they didn't want to go any farther. He didn't either, but they had to learn the truth. Slowly, Sam tiptoed inside. His friends followed. Darkness filled the big house. It felt like something horrible might leap from the shadows at any moment. An old radio hissed soft static. The friends crept ahead. A large curved staircase led upstairs. Lucy opened her mouth to speak, but... There's a picture. Boom, bam, ba-blam. Something just exploded, Antonio said. It came from upstairs, Lucy added. Sam's eyes darted to the top of the staircase. Come on. Chapter 8, Caught. Ba-boom, ba-blam. There was another series of booms. Bright flashing lights came from the second floor. Sam grabbed the railing, trying to calm his nerves. The steps creaked and moaned. His heart pounded as he climbed to the top. The friends peered into the first room on the right. It was pitch black. They couldn't see a thing, but then a bright flash of light lit up for a moment. Sam choked back a gasp. He saw that there was a large, strange machine in the room. Jasper Erie stood before it. His hair was wild, like that of a mad scientist. Antonio ducked back into the hall. Okay, I was wrong. Jasper is not a zombie. It's worse. He said to Sam and Lucy, he's like Dr. Frankenstein. He's bringing Orson back to life right here, right now. That sounds nuts, Sam said, but it could be true. Sam took a step back, but as he did, he bumped into Lucy. Oof, Lucy exclaimed. Her foot slipped on the top step. Her eyes went wide as she began falling backward. Couple of little pictures. There goes Lucy. She's about to fall down the stairs. Oh my goodness. Antonio caught her just before she tumbled down the staircase. Sorry, Lucy, Sam whispered. As he turned to look back into the room, he almost screamed. Jasper had heard them. His eyes were locked with Sam's. Run, Sam shouted. The three friends dashed down the hall, but as they ran into another room, a shadow flashed ahead of them. Jasper had somehow made it into the first room. There must be shortcuts hidden inside this house, Sam thought. The tall man was now blocking their way. You kids shouldn't be here, Jasper Erie growled as he stomped toward them. A couple of small pictures. And a bigger picture. Chapter 9, The Mysterious Machine. What are you doing in my house? Jasper Erie demanded. He loomed over Lucy, Sam, and Antonio. The friends were cornered. Sam swallowed and stepped forward. We know the truth about the school and about Orson Erie, he said. And I know you know what I'm talking about. We're both there in the music room. Jasper's eyes widened as he looked to Antonio and Lucy. All three of you know the school is alive. Antonio nodded. And we know you're trying to bring Orson back to life. We won't let you, Lucy said, balling up her fists. Relief swept across Jasper's face. Bring Orson back to life, he said. Oh no, it's the opposite. Sam looked to Lucy and Antonio. Their mouths were small, stern lines. There's a couple of pictures. So it sounds like he doesn't want to bring Orson back to life. I apologize if I scared you, Jasper said, speaking softly, but if you follow me, I can show you the real truth about Orson and your school. Sam and his friends couldn't resist the opportunity to learn more about it. They followed their substitute teacher. Orson, Erie, and I are related. Orson was my great-great-grandfather. This old house is mine. I inherited it, Jasper said. After moving in, I discovered a trunk full of Orson's notebooks and designs. He wrote about your elementary school, and I found plans for the strange machine that allowed Orson to become the school. A machine? Lucy asked. Jasper nodded. I didn't think it was real, but I was curious. So when Principal Winnick posted for a substitute teacher, I applied. It was the only way I could investigate the school and learn if Orson had been successful. Today, I did something I thought was crazy. I spoke to the school, but it wasn't crazy. The school heard me. Orson heard me and attacked me. That's when I knew it was true, all of it. Jasper led the three friends inside the shadowy room. It took a minute for Sam's eyes to adjust to the darkness. Then he fully saw the strange machine. It was the size of a refrigerator. It was built from many different parts, all of which appeared to be very old. Sam saw an ancient stove, a boxy TV, vacuum hoses, and other things. Orson built this? Antonio asked. Sort of, Jasper said. I found it here. It was a wreck. I started to rebuild it. I believe I can use this machine to do the opposite of what Orson did. I believe it can remove Orson from the school so that the two are no longer bound together. Wait, Sam said. You mean this machine could end it for good? Here's a picture of them looking at the machine, and then there's the machine. Looks pretty interesting. I hope, Jasper said with a heavy sigh. He sat down. But what happened at the school today? It terrified me. I hurried home today planning to destroy the machine. You can't do that, Lucy exclaimed. It might be what we need to defeat Erie Elementary once and for all. Sam stepped forward. Mr. Erie, please, you might be the only one who can help us. Jasper looked worn out, but he managed a nod. Okay, he said, but the machine is not yet complete. Sam rolled up his sleeves. Let's get to work. And that's the end of chapter 9. Next, we have chapter 10, which is called A Plan Comes Together. But we'll have to wait and see what happens next time. Hope you enjoyed that, boys and girls.